Okay, so we're diving into something today that I think a lot of people can relate to. You know how, like, when you're dealing with PMS, it's like its own world of, ugh, right? But we got some interesting feedback suggesting that PMS and vaginal health could actually be more connected than we realize.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not something that's always talked about, but those hormonal shifts during PMS can really mess with your vaginal environment. And what we want to do is unpack that a bit, see how it all plays out, and more importantly, what you can do to feel more comfortable and, well, down there.
Exactly. Because when you're already dealing with cramps and mood swings, the last thing you need is to be uncomfortable in that area, too.
So we dug into some sources on this, and it turns out it's not just some random coincidence. It's like these two things are kind of intertwined.
It's like a domino effect. These hormonal changes trigger a cascade of events that impact everything from the natural pH balance to the types of bacteria that thrive in the vagina. Even things like moisture levels and how resilient those tissues are can be affected. Okay, so let's talk hormones. We know they go kind of haywire during PMS, but like what's the key thing to understand about how those fluctuations specifically impact our vaginal health during that time?
Well, think about estrogen and progesterone as the conductors of their orchestra down there, right?
Hmm.
They kept everything in harmony, and estrogen in particular is really important for supporting the growth of those good bacteria, the lactobacillus, that live in the vagina.
Right, I've heard about those. They're like the good guys that help keep things balanced.
Exactly. They're the guardians of the galaxy. And they produce lactic acid, which creates an acidic environment, typically with a pH around 3.8 to 4.5. That acidity is key for keeping things healthy and preventing other microbes, like certain bacteria or yeast, from taking over.
Okay, so there's one more resource mentioned in the research we've been looking at, vaginalquiz.com. What's that all about?
So vaginalquiz.com is basically this quick online quiz, backed by science, that's supposed to give women a personalized assessment of their vaginal health in like less than 2 minutes. It's meant to be a starting point for women who are experiencing things like discomfort, dryness, odor, or just that feeling that something's off down there, but they don't really know where to turn. And it really stresses that these kinds of vaginal health issues are super common, not something to be embarrassed about. They can be caused by all sorts of things like hormones, diet, stress, even the products you use. So the quiz is meant to give you some clarity and like a direction to go in.
Okay, so it's for those times when you're like noticing these things and you're looking for some answers, but you're not quite ready to run to the doctor or spend hours searching online, right?
Exactly. It's like a first step to getting some information and taking some control.
So what happens after you take this quiz? What kind of information do you get?
Well, once you finish the quiz, they give you this like personalized breakdown of your vaginal health.
Yeah.
They point out potential imbalances that might be causing your symptoms and offer some expert-backed suggestions tailored to your situation and your lifestyle. It might include things like recommendations for specific supplements or changes you can make in your daily routine to help restore a healthy balance and just overall improve your intimate health.
Gotcha. So it's like a little guide or a cheat sheet to help you understand what's going on and take action.
Exactly. It's supposed to make you feel more informed and in control of your vaginal health. And if it sounds like something you'd be interested in, they encourage you to go to vaginalquiz.com